just similar. It's very similar to Island Zero.
To what?
Is it called Island? It's also a horseshoe map.
Oh,
Often played. I
Island
don't know.
Zero. No,
Ridiculous. Yeah.
I didn't hear you. Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah.
Kinda, yeah. Except that this one actually looks more fun, at least for with AIs. I mean, the Island Zero isn't possible for AIs because the spawns are quite a bit different. So
Yeah.
what did they pick for the spawns? In this one, nobody spawned in mids, unlike the other game, uh, which is gonna lead to quite a different game. So they actually are mirrored spawns in this one. So there shouldn't be any double teaming happening in mid there, the top mid section. And the AIs can just get the entire mid part. Not sure if this would make the AI skill a lot faster, because they basically have all those extra maxes to take. So, because, yeah, the Selkies from last year, they were quite brutal.
Was it Bladier hiding behind the mountain from a
I
Soul Ripper?
I don't really remember, but the only thing I remember is that it was just a survival match.
Yeah.
There's nothing else they could do, and it was literally just wave after wave, and the two island slots, the one where no one cares, and Excelsior spawn, they were not having fun. They were being dropped. They were being raided by hover. They were getting like one bomber sent every 10 seconds, and I think Bloodier was on the left island, uh, and he had like 30 Tech 1 AAs at the island just to
Yeah.
deal with air and drops and whatnot. It was just, I think, a nightmare. But I think that's also partially the reason why maybe some quick Navy rush to stop the AIs on your side to get into the water. Just a single frigate can, on patrol, can deny most of it if paid attention to. And otherwise you have two frigates if one isn't enough. So a few early bombers from Nico Rocek at the top. And a lab from Zoe actually, that's got around.
Gonna be an ugly one. No one cares is dropping the center, but it's already an ACU moving
Oh,
onto the position.
I don't understand that whatsoever. That is not gonna work.
Yeah, the reclaim is quite nice, I suppose.
The reclaim makes a lot of sense, but he dropped two engineers to build that base. Funnily enough, both ACUs actually walked to the empty bases, but when players spawned, they didn't. So somehow they now realized that no player spawned, so they can expand there, even though they couldn't in the other game, which is interesting. It means that the AI has a bit of a brain, uh, which is not
Yeah.
bad. So that's actually quite bad. No one cares is dropping more engineers again. Okay, just dropping reclaim now. But
Oh no, his NG is getting captured and shot at.
I mean, he got 1.5k mass from mid. Is it worth the investments? Barely, considering he semi-rushed it.
I think it depends a lot if you get additional use out of your transport, which he didn't.
I mean, it is still alive, but...
Yeah.
Oh, he dropped right next to the factory that AI is building. You shouldn't forget as well that AI engineers with times 1.4 modifier, they reclaim a lot faster, so you're gonna lose reclaim battles. He's gonna
Oh, that's
capture
quite
the...
smart. Yeah, he waited with the
Yeah.
reclaim of the second engine to
What?
capture the
What?
factory.
The AI auto-contracated to prevent it! Are you kidding me?
It's too smart.
That's BS. I feel bad for no one cares. Even though he deserved it because he mercied someone yesterday, Yeah, that is quite the BM there. Holy shit! That would make me feel so bad.
He's trying the next. Oh, he's trying a reclaim proxy in the back. That. How much mass is there? I mean, there's probably 3k mass in the back of the AI. And trees might be worth it. Center, we have a double gun com versus gun com and no
Yeah.
gun com.
Yeah, true. FTX and Nikorocek, but FTX being Cybran again, don't really understand because you know it's not like Cybran is bad for his slots, but it's not necessary for his slot. So why isn't he UEF? What happened to my man?
What happened to Janus?
Exactly. So hmm. So he's getting gun. I still don't agree with everyone going gun com in the middle. Nice inties from the AI going for Yudi there. Don't really know why. Actually, I will slow down to +0.
Okay.
I don't know what these are doing, but like in this mid section, a single PD covers it all. Like I don't understand why you don't at least have. I mean, I guess they're both Cybran and Aeon, so you can't get the gun and tech too. But still, Yudi is tech 2, but he's not moving engineers to the mids to make some PDs. He does have some nice blazes though, and the shield's coming. Slow doesn't really have anything. He doesn't have tech 2. Yudi made some tech 2 max. Yudi even has a tech 2 pigeon, so.
FTX is also on the gun now.
Yeah, and
I
actually,
shouldn't have made stuff. They had the window. Oh no, Yudi's making shield. They could have just probably walked through.
yeah, but Slow and Nikorojak are also not getting an upgrade, so it's they're gonna still have a big advantage. Wait, look at No One Cares. He's being raided by Riptides.
Yeah. He was a bit late on his frigates.
Yeah, you need.
That was
OC.
a T2 max he lost.
That's quite bad.
Oh, he built one and it immediately got killed by Riptides.
Oh my god. He is gonna leave all of the Riptides on no HP. The most efficient way. At least he's gonna get a vet. Better than nothing. That Riptide is a vet as well. So yeah, that's a lot of new Riptides that are coming. That's why, honestly, picking Sarah in that slot, rushing some early frigates and getting the restoration field just for efficiency. Because you are gonna get harassed on that slot. That's a given, from what I remember. The same thing is happening to Excelsior on the right. There's Riptides as well. He made the PD, but it's gonna get overwhelmed. There's no walls.
Yeah.
But even if it was walled, look at the amount of Riptides that are coming.
So in center, the big AC push has started.
Yeah, but I don't see any counter to it. There's 2 gun ACUs. Yudi even has the shield, FTX has stealth. Nikorojak doesn't have a single upgrade, and Slow only has the gun. And Slow is charging in all his units to buy time, but he's gonna lose his entire army, and Yudi lost some shield HP.
There's also no air snipe happening, because I think the AI right now has complete air control.
Yeah.
No One Cares is trying to get some gunships there, but I don't think they will get past the AI.
Yeah, getting hard blocked there. But still, both FTX and Yudi are on full HP. And Yudi's shield is even recharging quite fast as we speak.
I even heard of Flak.
Yeah, I mean, there's multiple shields as well there. There's Flak, it's shield ASU, stealth ASU. both have gone. And look at the AI sending 20 intis to no one cares to deal with the gunships.
Man.
That's why there's some things you can and cannot do with an AI. And Slow is just dead to the land push. It's just straight up crush kinda. Yeah, he's buying time by hiding behind the mountain. Yudi actually needs to be careful because this PD is doing quite some damage, but it's still gonna be over for Slow. And Nick Rojek still doesn't have the gun. He's gonna finish it, but by the time he finishes, he's about to be almost dead.
Yeah.
They did win Navy, funnily enough, but that's mostly because Nick Rojek spent a lot in Navy investments. I like how no one cares plan is now. Are you having as bad? Like, is the AI bullying you as much as he's bullying me? Funnily enough, the AI that's next to no one cares is sending Riptides to Excelsior. They're both like about to die. Actually, Juicy OC can save him. Oh, never mind. AI targeting saved him. But the fact that this is happening, that was the OC he needed. Almost to the next threat already. But like, this Riptide spam is extremely hard to deal with if you don't expect it. But if you know it's coming, like, it's free mass, right? Look at the front of Excelsior. There's 1500 reclaim. If you prepare some quick E-storages and just reclaim them quickly and just OC every Riptide that comes for you, because they're coming almost one at a time, most of them. It isn't that bad if you prepare for it properly. And I know that that Judy's team prepared the maps partially, so Excelsior should have at least prepped for it.
Yeah, he got crushed a bit harder by AI. He lost a lot of T2 max.
Excelsior? Yeah, true.
They walked just past. Excelsior is getting into a transport.
But also just, you know, they mostly come through the same area. Just like a few Tech 1 PD or even walls to funnel, like just walls along your shore, except for one location to funnel them through. That's gonna make life so much easier, but it didn't make any walls. I'm just sad about it, really. Excelsior is gonna drop in FTX's base to defend him from the Riptides that are about to crush FTX. That's a lot of Riptides, actually. But Excelsior doesn't have the gun. How is FTX gonna defend versus this?
I mean, he just needs 41 PDs.
It seems like once again the AI on this map is an absolute beast. Especially the dilly dally AIs. The Riptide spam is relentless.
Yeah.
The thing is, the entire northwest side of the red team collapsed. But it is actually.
Navy is gonna get crushed. Maybe not. There's so much T1 PD being spammed.
Yeah, but he's gonna lose most of his eco.
Yeah.
The thing is though, okay, he kind of stopped bullying it. All the Riptides next to FTX kind of retreated. He could have crushed the entire base, the AI that is. Is he making a T3 max? No. The thing is, the hover spam from Yudi is hover, so it can just go to no one cares' islands. And there's a strat bomber from no one cares actually stratting the T2 pigeons of Excelsior, but he mismicros the strat and goes straight into inties. Honestly, it looks super bad for teams low, but it's not completely over, and that's simply because of the AIs. If this strat can snipe enough, like sure, the chances are like 5%, but funnily enough, the Navy from Nico Rojek is defending Excelsior from the Riptides.
Yeah, it's a bit sad. I think if the strat just went for, like, just get rid of the build power and a couple of important tier 1, tier 2 PDs, the AI is just gonna take over the island.
did you know that? There was a random attack ping from someone in the middle of nowhere where the fucking power is. The e-storage explosion damaged it. Okay. I don't know, well, whatever. Strat dies. I mean, most likely it's over. Yeah, look at the riptides that are coming from for no one cares. It's... He doesn't survive this. That's so much mass worth of riptides. 10k mass and riptides. He manages to get some frigates online, but they will slowly get overwhelmed. Tech 2 PDs are for now the best counter, but there's no walls, so they will go around and raid the maxes as well. Yeah. So it seems like it's going to be a 2-0 for Team Yudi. The current rate of things. Oh, what happened? Here we go. I mean, yeah, it's just the mid crush that decided it, and I don't understand how or why it happens. Like, even if you scout enough, which is not hard because it is a single lane, that's all. So you scout the enemy upgrading and see them coming towards you, then you just, like, if worst comes to worst, you abandon the entire midsection, run to your main base, rush Tech 2 and make Tech 2 PDs. It's not great, but it's better than getting overrun like this. Instead of trying to stay in mid and put up a fight that you're not gonna win. And like I know one cares is spamming ill sheets and they get instantly crushed. Also no shields. The e-storages are vulnerable. No. No, they're being focused. I love how the AI constantly retargets. It left it on 70 HP. Yeah, this looks...
I think FTX is dying, but this is more for honor kill than...
Oh, I see. Yeah.
Oh, you're a bit ahead on... yeah.
I'm minute 19.
15, yeah.
Oh.
15 seconds ahead or something.
I'm...
surprisingly, my game appears to be running slower than yours.
Nice. I told you had a beast CPU.
Yes, I thought so as well.
Mine isn't great, that's for sure.
I'm not sure if the 50 million Chrome tabs have something to do with it.
I closed my 15 million before starting the stream. And the strat is going for FTX. This is indeed the honor kill. But FTX dodges the strat like a true professional. There's a tech to sub, slowly killing Yudi.
10 minutes, we have a kill.
But the flag is starting to build up, so... And there's shields as well. There's a tech to support factory at the front, and the strat was kind of mismicroed by no one cares. I guess he still has to deal with his base dying. It's for the AI. Oh no, that's not AI, that's Yudi focusing down the maxes. Oh. Life has been better. I like how similar it is with the AI crushes on the side islands from last time.
Yeah.
It's just sad that it was a bit one-sided in mid. The amount of AA. Trying to save. But Yudi moves all the shields away from FTX. Actually, there's 2 more strats needed. He regens enough. He has 30 regen. Yeah, GG. Okay. This AI is OP. I mean, the reason why it's doing so well is because it got so many maxes for free and no opposition for the main islands.
Yeah, but I think if you don't spawn there, there's no way you can really contest anything.
I know. I think the right option is to not spawn there.
Yeah.
But I still think if you know what's coming, you can deal with it. Like, you can farm the Riptide spam for mass.
Yeah, I also think that you can get some... you can get mass out of the AI.
Like, you can literally wall off all the corners of your islands, except for like the 1 choke point that I keep going for, and you just set up like a especially a Seraphim, you set a PD battery of Tech 1 PDs, Tech 2 PDs behind there with the shields so that it doesn't slowly die.
I think this is one of the occasions where it's actually worth it to make multiple layers of wall in front of PD. Because of the cliff.
Maybe,
if
yeah.
if the PD is on top of a slope, the walls work a lot better.
Yeah, like they're talking about how strong the AI is, but it's part of the challenge, isn't it? Like, the AI is doing more than on other maps. Big surprise. Now Defense versus it. It's not even that bad. It's minute 21. It's Riptide spam, and if you prepare for it properly, let's say, like the players in No One Cares and Excelsior slots, let's say if they only have to fight against the AI, they could be on full tech 3 max at this point with the reclaim. If they eco properly, it's basically just survival. It's like calculating how many defenses you need, getting the reclaim, using the reclaim to attack up and eco up harder, and eventually you transform that massive eco into an army to actually punch back. But they neither of them did it. Like, they tried some like crisis management with tech 2 gunships, but that generally doesn't work against the AI because they just keep spamming air to snipe the gunships. Unless you have very good air control, it doesn't work.
Regarding the survival, I think